You wake up. You didn't sleep in your bed. You slept in a studio apartment you're covering with profits from a course that hasn't sold since last Tuesday. Doesn't matter. Step 1. Put on the necklace, the good one. The one that passes the diamond tester but wouldn't survive 4 seconds of eye contact with an actual jeweler. Step 2. Stand in front of the wall. You know the wall. The calming blue-gray one every finance guru on earth apparently ordered from the same catalog, possibly the same guy, possibly at the same time, and take a photo of your own face. Congratulations. That's the entire business plan, and it took you 90 seconds. Today, you're going to sell someone a shortcut to money you personally do not have, and statistically, never will. But you'll be very convincing about it. Conviction is the only inventory this business has ever required, and yours, mercifully, never runs out of stock. Here's the part nobody in this industry says out loud, and it's the only completely true thing you'll say all day. You don't need your students to get rich. You just need them to almost believe they will. By 9 a.m., you've posted the photo. Caption: most people will never understand this mindset. You have said nothing of substance. It performed anyway. Mindset content rarely needs a mind behind it. Now the actual job. You sell 3 products today. None of them are money. All of them are the feeling of being one purchase away from it. Let's go through your morning, watch you work. 9:45, course dashboard. $997 a seat. How I built a 7-figure portfolios by 25. You didn't build a 7-figure portfolio by 25. You built a slide deck about 1. And if we're being honest with each other, you didn't even build the slide deck, the template did. And if we're being extremely honest, you're not entirely sure what a discounted cash flow is, and neither, it turns out, are most of your students, which is genuinely the least of their problems right now. Here's the number that should worry every person who's ever bought one of these. Across nearly 10,000 courses sold on Gumroad, tracked in a 2026 analysis, the median course earns $0, not low. 0. The entire visible ecosystem of 6-figure course creator success stories you scroll past runs on a top 10% of buyers generating 30 to 40% of all revenue. It's not a classroom. It's a lottery with a syllabus, and you're the guy at the front cheerfully selling tickets while insisting it's a curriculum. You're not teaching 1,000 people to fish. You're finding the 4 people in the group chat who'll buy a second, pricier rod when the first one, predictably, didn't work. 11:15. Client number 2, the prop firm challenge. You call it getting funded. It is, functionally, a cover charge to lose money in a way that feels enough like a job interview that people keep paying to retake it. The numbers, and these are the firm's own disclosed figures, not rumor. Pass rates across the industry sit between 5 and 16%. One major firm's parent company posted $329 million in revenue and $62 million in net profit in a single year. And industry breakdowns put 60 to 75% of all prop firm revenue as coming directly from challenge fees. Not profit splits with winning traders. Fees. From people failing, repeatedly, on a subscription basis they've mentally filed under grinding. You are not in the business of finding great traders. You're running a claw machine and calling the stuffed animal attainable with the right mindset. You've traded personally exactly once. For content, lost $400 in 51 minutes. And that footage remains, to this day, the single most expensive B-roll you have ever shot. Somewhere in your inbox is a message from a guy, 19, working at a warehouse, 3rd challenge attempt this year, asking if there's a trick he's missing. There isn't. He hit a 4% drawdown limit on a trade that technically never even lost, some fine print rule about how equity is measured mid-candle. You reply with a canned message about risk discipline. You already have his $49. You will have it again next month. This part isn't funny, and you know it isn't, even if you don't let yourself sit with that for very long. 1 p.m. content day. You need footage that proves the lifestyle the course and the challenge are supposedly funding. Let's count what's actually yours. You don't own a jet. You don't need to. There's a studio, several actually, that rents a fake private jet interior. Leather seats, oval windows, the works, for $44.99 to $64.99 an hour. A real charter runs closer to $2,400 an hour. roughly a 40th of the price for 100% of the credibility. Rental number 1. You don't own the villa in the thumbnail either. Content houses, fully staged, infinity pool, the works, rent for an average of $110 an hour in LA, sometimes up to $259. 4 hours, 1 credit card, an entire month of "This is just my Tuesday" content, done before dinner. Rental number 2, you're not just renting an object now, you're renting a zip code. You didn't arrive alone either. And the 2 people laughing at your table aren't your friends, they're booked. It's an actual named gig called atmosphere modeling. $55 to $275 an hour, hired specifically to bring the atmosphere and have good vibes. You're not hosting a party. You're renting an audience for a party of 1. Rental number 3? This one's not really about props anymore, is it? And then there's the chain doing most of the visual work in every thumbnail. Here's the twist. It's not rented at all. You own it outright. A fully iced moissanite Cuban link, dense enough to pass an actual diamond tester, runs a few hundred to a couple $1,000s. The real version runs well into 6 figures, and nobody watching can tell the difference. You didn't rent the lie this time. You bought it. Somehow that's worse. 3 rentals and 1 purchase. 1 afternoon. And every business on that list is more honest about what it's selling than you are about what you're selling. They'll tell you up front it's fake. You call yours a lifestyle. Here's the loop. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. The rented car sells the course. The course sells the prop firm challenge. The challenge fee is the actual only real product changing hands in the entire chain. Nobody in this loop is waiting for you to get rich. They're waiting for you to be 1 purchase away from it, forever, on a schedule. It's 11 p.m. You post 1 more photo in front of the blue-gray wall. Same wall as this morning, same necklace, slightly different caption. Most people give up right before it clicks. You don't actually know if it clicks for anyone. You've never checked. Checking was never really the job. The wall was the job. Somewhere tonight, someone's saving that photo. Not the jet, not the villa, just the wall, and the version of their life it's promising them. They'll never know it's the same blue-gray paint as the guy's video right before yours, and the one right after. You know now. That's genuinely the only thing this channel is trying to sell you. The ability to see the wall for what it is before you pay to stand in front of one yourself. Stick around, there's more of it to take apart.